Well, hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, my s10 shopping garage. How's everyone doing? Enjoying this dry, beautiful, sunny weather we're having. Okay, today on a 2008 Pontiac G6 from, I think it's 07 to 10 or 11. These control arms, lower control arms fit. There's a left side and a right side. So let's take a look. Okay, and as you can see, that's the right side or passenger side. I already put the driver's side on. And here you are. You leave this loose, it's a lot easier to get on. The reason I'm doing this is because as I get older and can't do this work and it needs to be done, I don't have to worry about doing it or pay someone to do it. And auto techs are expensive, so is the labor. Well, labor and parts. This is an eBay item, and got this one right there on eBay. And here's some more information for you. The cost of this arm on the passenger side or right front lower, because there's no upper, your cost varies a little bit on eBay. The price on internet is cheaper than over the counter. Over the counter is an average of $140 plus. This was a lot cheaper than this, so even on eBay the price varies. So let's go out and get this OEM one off and this one on. Okay, there's the OEM lower control arm off the driver's side. Which, like I said, I've already done that one. And here's the one we're getting ready to put on. Now, here's the tools you'll need. You choose to do such, and some transmission fluid here for lubrication on the bolts, nuts. Excuse me. If you decide to take the motor plate or bracket off, which is, let's take a walk here. This piece right here, which I didn't, but years ago when I did take it off, I notched it to make it easier to take the motor mount off and out and put back on, which is that piece right there. Now, back inside, and here's the tools you'll need overall. 1/2-inch drive extension, 1/2-inch ratchet, the longer torque wrench, 1/2-inch, 1/2-inch short torque wrench, brass hammer, dead blow, 15 mil 12-point, 16 mil 12-point 1/2-inch drive, 12-point, and mistaken, that 14 mil 12-point on 3/8 inch and a half 1/2-inch drive extension, dead blow hammer, brass hammer, and this brass drift pin to take out the pinch point bolt for the ball joint. Now, I've already broke loose the rear bushing setup. I think it's 18 mil. Let me recheck that to make sure. 18 mil 1/2-inch drive and a breaker bar, and give it all you got. I don't use air tool. I can't get up high enough to do it. And an 18 mil wrench up here. It's a little tight, but a little bit of finesse, you'll get it. So let's get this out. And of course, jack stand, safety first, floor jack to support the motor. A little bit of persuasion with the trusty brass hammer. And as you can see, it is out, and there it is. Each ball joint swivels loose, which is okay. No up and down play. This one is the same, no up and down play, but this just gives me a peace of mind. And I don't know why there's the elongated hole and a bigger, well, round hole. No one seems to know the reason why, other than different year or different make, but they all interchange. So let's get this one on. A little bit of persuasion with the brass hammer and went right on in, but leave that end bolt loose so we can pivot right on in there. We're out the driveway, traffic going by. Takes a little bit of working and patience to get this back in. Now, if this nut right here that's into the part of the bracket comes out, if I get to do this, this nut right here that goes into that part of the bracket comes out, just slide it back in. But it's a cap nut, so make sure the cap is between the frame of the suspension and the two tangs. There's a U-joint or groove right here. Just slide it in and it'll hold. Well, as you can see, I got that one started. You can barely see I have one of these back ones started, and I'm working on the very back one. Okay, the bolts, nuts are in, on, and with that elongated hole and the bigger hole, there's no adjustment because this is in as tight as it can go as far as fitting up in a bracket. Now for the ball joint. Now to get the ball joint, the pinch point here lined up and the bolt through it. Also use a brass punch, well, drift pin to line up the pinch point hole to the groove on the ball joint, like so. And that should do it. Let me get the bolt right here and see what we can do. A little bit of persuasion. Just tap it enough. Once I get focused here, where'd it go? Okay. There it is. I have to pull the drift pin out, tap that bolt in just a little bit. Take your hammer, tap on the bottom of the ball joint, take your fingers and push it right on in. That way you don't booger up the threads. Okay. And where did it go? There it is. It's in. It's snug. That one's snug. And those two back there are snug. I'll torque these in there a little bit later. So on the driver's side, do the same thing. And this end bolt is 32 foot-pounds. And this pinch point ball joint bolt is, I torque it at 40. You back it off 3/4, re-torque it, back it off 3/4, torque it back to 40, and then 1/4 of a turn more, which is basically 90 degrees, and you've got it. That's the finicky one. Why they did this, I don't know. So on that note, y'all, there you are. And do your torque spec and breakdown 37, unless you have a upper end torque wrench, which I don't, then I just take it at 20 and 20, that's 40, and then 90 degrees more, and I've got it. So that's all for now, everyone. Thanks for checking in and watching my videos, and hope this helps. And you got the shortcut. Right now this has been 10.5 minutes altogether, probably about a half hour. So now you know what it takes to do this on your own, and you go right to it and get it done. So keep the wrenches turning, easy on the fingers, and I'll catch you on the next video. More than likely rebuilding, resealing the rear passenger side or driver's side caliper on my 08 Pontiac. So on that note, have a great one and stay safe. Peace out, everyone. Thanks a lot, everyone. Bye. Oh, P.S. It's highly recommended that you swap out the lower control arm or control arms to get the front end checked for the alignment. I'm going to try to get out of that. I'll let you know. Oh, by the way, apparently on the front struts, they are interchangeable. They're not interchangeable from side to side, so I still got to look into that because I'm going to change these too. Okay, so I'll let you know what I find out and how this goes. Peace out, everyone. Stay safe. Thanks for everything, views and the subscribers.